That's nice. We finally got this up and working. Yeah, I got you. You got me? Okay. Erica in, Erica out. All right, Zach.
You know, these fires are always horrible so close to the holidays, right? So it's always horrible. What are we, a couple weeks away from Christmas and someone loses their house? Or many people, depending on how big the fire is?
Here we go. Got it. Stand by. Anybody in the fire service, anybody who loves or respects the firefighters here or related to one, got an early Christmas gift just a few minutes ago. The Mayday has been secured. The Plan 1 has been secured. All members are accounted for. And there were some heart-stopping moments in the last half an hour seeing the flames burning through the top of the building with somebody that was not accounted for, but they've done a personal accountability report. The fire is well on its way to being knocked down now in the 8200 block of South Lafayette, and everybody apparently here is okay. So cause and origin to be determined. There's still a lot of work to do here on the south side. Eric, back to you. That's all right. We're clear. All right.
Yo, Miss ATS News,
Going to the vertiport.
big fire. I think they got it
All
pretty
right.
much under control in the suburbs of
Oh, whatever.
Chicago, Lafayette. I've been there before. Miss ATS News, if you are still listening and can hear me, hello? Okay. All right, we lost Spade. Let's go back, though, and look at this.
Top of the roof. So you can see right now we have a very heavy volume of fire
I did
burning
message
through
on
here.
your
Hand line is
video
in operation
pointer level.
on the Bravo Charlie corner. Got another one. Looks like might be in the,
We're all looking for
the
that.
back end there. So along the corners of this single family home, trying to get some water in there, trying to get something flowing in there in order to try and knock some of that fire down here. So a fire that went from relatively innocuous smoky fire in a single family residence suddenly right around 5:30, a little bit before then, went to an EMS plan 1 and a mayday call for a firefighter in trouble there. So hoping for the best here. We're seeing quite the activity on the exterior, of course, because there's heavy volume of fire now throughout this structure here. We have your officers and firefighters out in front. We got hand lines stretched from the street side through the gangway back between this house and the house next door, and this fire has really taken off. This fire is basically raging unchecked through the attic space of this house here. How tenable any of that space is on the interior as more of that fire continues to. I always saw that one hole there, the flames suddenly just die down. Looks like we may have, we're fighting on the interior now. I think we got some water that's coming out. We got some water on the roof, perhaps, coming off there. Got a hand line working up on top there. I think we might have somebody from the front from the A side. We got point of vantage on, looks like might be the roof next door to try and get water down inside there and see if they can cool that off, make it tenable for anybody who may still be inside here. Working it from it's all defensive operations appears right now. We've got firefighters putting water through got a hand line working in the back. Got another, looks like a hand line up on the roof of the building, house next door. Your closest exposure building, only about 6 to 10 feet across that gangway between there. And also it looks like another hand line that's in operation from out on the A side, from the street side. So trying to get some water down inside this structure here and try and cool that off, knock that down, but still a very heavy volume of fire that is consuming this house in the 8200 block of South Lafayette. For those of you who are just joining us, we're watching a particularly dramatic scene, and one that has given us quite a lot of pause here in the last half hour or so. We saw Chicago firefighters arrive on the scene and go to work opening the roof of a house here at 8224 South on Lafayette, just off the Dan Ryan, on the west side of the Ryan, and did not see any real interior operations, but it was very tough to tell because of the smoke curling around here, smoke cooling off very quickly and sinking down by virtue of the very cold air that we're dealing with here. Things looked like they were going pretty good. Had companies up on the roof, cut a couple of vent holes up near the roof peak there. You can see one of those that is still lit up, and things look to be on their way to being under control. Then right before 5:30, there was a mayday called and EMS Plan 1, and don't have any details on exactly what that is comprised of, why the mayday was called, who got in trouble and where, whether inside or outside the structure. Did somebody fall? Was somebody trapped? Don't know that yet. So we're keeping good thoughts for the firefighters on the ground here. We do have hand lines in operation from just about every side now, and point of vantage on the structure down to the south. We got a looks like it might be a 2-story. They're walking the roof line right now, the roof peak, and getting water down into the seat of the fire that seems to be heaviest toward the rear of this structure. But the inside, you can see the back windows here. on the alley side, the Charlie side of this structure. Those are all lit up. They took the window glass out of there. They're putting water in from the backside, from ground level. Got a hand line working there, hand line working off the house next door. But a heavy volume of fire throughout, at least, especially in the back, especially in the rear of this home in the 8200 block of South Lafayette. We do not have any word of the actual Mayday being secured or the Plan 1 being secured or struck at this time. So we're continuing to monitor that. As soon as we get that information, of course, we will let you know, and then everybody can let out a collective sigh of relief here. But still, whenever you call a Mayday, I've been in the fire service for the last 20 years. And the standing rule is if you think you're in trouble, you're in trouble. And do not hesitate to call a Mayday. That's what everybody is there for. And what would happen is that they would move all of the radio operations, radio traffic to another frequency. If you have communication with a firefighter that may be inside the structure that is on their primary radio frequency, they will keep that and establish communications that way and maintain communications, because you need to know who's in trouble, where they are, what's their air state, how much air do they have, and exactly what kind of resources are needed to get in there and effect a rescue. So we still have quite a large presence, of course, with the Mayday call and the Plan 1 still in effect here at 8224 South on Lafayette. Single-story home, pull up on a working fire like this, got some smoke coming out, and that's where smoke reading really comes in handy. Your volume, velocity, color, density, how deep is it in the structure, where is it originating in the structure, how hot it might be, what is being consumed. All of those are things that the firefighter is going to be looking for when they first pull up on the scene. Company officer is going to make the 360, kind of check things out, see what is going on. Is there anybody that is reported trapped on the inside of the building? That changes all of the operation there. When your first new companies arrive, because you're going to try to do an aggressive interior attack. Is it an unoccupied structure? In which case, you're going to go defensive and fight it hard from the yard. Stay on the outside there. There's all sorts of tactical things that you have to consider when you first roll up on any kind of a fire. One room fire, smoke showing, you could get in trouble. You could have a wastebasket that catches fire. Fire is dangerous, regardless of how big the structure might be, regardless of what is involved there. There are a lot of considerations when you just pull up. It's not just a case of pulling up in front of a building and putting the wet stuff on the red stuff and making it go away. There are a lot of things you have to consider, including building construction. How is this building potentially going to hurt me? Some buildings are built, most buildings are built with
real cold weather coming
in mind, not necessarily life efficiency, but for the occupants inside there. So you could have open spaces, you could have had modifications done to the interior where a remodel could change an entire floor plan. That's why whenever you go out on an EMS call that you're inside of a structure, you make a mental note. When you go into a bungalow, is it different than an American four-square? Is it different than a two-story or three-story? Maybe it's a walk-up or a brownstone or a flat. In this case, we got a single-story home. Here, something went wrong. Mayday was called. An EMS Plan 1 brings 5 ambulances to the scene. And so now you have to play it where it lies. You have to analyze theory. That's what we call it in the fire service. Where's it been? Where's it at? And where is it going? And right now, the firefighting effort, obviously, it looks mainly defensive here. We've got point advantage from the 2-story that is just to the south of the original fire building. Got a couple of hand lines there. Guys have gone up on ground ladders to be able to get water down into those ventilation holes. You'll notice that they are symmetrical. They're rectangular holes that were cut by the truck company that was up on the roof here a little while ago. When we first arrived, fire broke out around 5:15
This guy, you just can't keep quiet.
this evening. and it
He's letting you know how
looked to
they
be fairly
shoot the
under
water
control.
down
They
the
had
vents. I remember what
fire
Kane
suppression operations going on. They had companies up on the roof. The
shooting
truck
down
company
the
would be on the
water.
roof. The engine company would be delivering the water. The squad company would be doing search and rescue. There's all sorts of levels of things that happen at even just what would be a standard fire. If you got a fire in a structure
Yes,
of any
today
sort,
was
there
National
is a
Vigilante Day.
complete command
It
structure
could
that
been
goes into effect
vigilantes.
right away, and things get changed up quite a bit if somebody gets in trouble. And right now, we've got a Mayday that was called, an EMS Plan 1 that was in effect here for this fire, and that's why we're bringing you the live continuing coverage of this on our stream. So those of you who are just joining us, let's recap back up just a little bit here. We're over a single family, single story residential structure that caught fire in the 5 o'clock hour about 45 minutes ago now in the 8200 block of South Lafayette. So this is along and just above the Dan Ryan, on the west side of the Dan Ryan here, about 8200 south. I had companies working here, had smoke showing, had companies up on the roof. The truck was on the roof.
I
The engine
love
company was
Chicago,
going to work.
living there.
And
notice
something happened.
Here?
Mayday was called. EMS Plan
Houses
1
are
was
like
called.
right on top of
Bringing
each
5
other.
ambulances to the scene here and activating your RIT company,
where I
your
lived,
rapid intervention
you at
team.
least had a big
In other words,
yard
that is a
in the
company of
subdivision they
firefighters
built.
that
It
are
was a
standing
newer
by outside the
subdivision built
structure.
in the,
They're masked up. They're
late
ready to go.
70s.
They're on bobble air. They're ready to go and make a rescue should that take place.
And there was a little bit more
fall off
space
the
in
roof or
the
something happens
houses.
on the interior there. So
You
it looks
actually
like
had a
all
yard
right.
least
We're just getting late word in my ear.
right on top of
And
each other.
everybody who's watching this
you
can
fart,
let out a
you can
sigh of
hear it
relief,
next door.
along with us up here in Skywatch.
No.
Just getting late word. All
Other than that, I
members
love
are
Chicago.
accounted
Always
for.
have.
The Mayday has been secured. So that is the best news that you can hope for here, and that's what we've been praying for the entire time, that we've been circling this building. So we'll have more on our commercial broadcast here. Kind of an emotional moment for me, being in the fire service, learning that everybody is accounted for. And so we're going to jump over to our broadcast side. And thank you very much for watching us. And really glad to know that everybody is accounted for. Chris Haverhill, CBS News, Skywatch.
All right, Chris, thanks a lot for that report. Oh, man, what a great guy. He's up there flying around. Excuse me. He's up there flying around, reporting on all the bad that's going on in Chicago. And thank you, Chris. You're a great man. Keep them wings up. God bless you for bringing us the news on this cold day. I want to give a shout out to all the firefighters in Chicago. Whenever you live in a cold city, these guys got to go out there and battle the fire and water and just soaking wet, ice all over them, ice over everything. So big shout out to Chicago PD Fire and everyone else. We're going to end this video. I want to thank everyone for showing up. It's horrible that this kind of stuff happens so close to the holidays and everything. So God bless you all, and we'll be back with more content and reporting. Thank you all for watching Johnny Kramer's Music Movie Channel. Make sure you hit my videos and check out all my cover songs, and we do all kinds of stuff here. Crime, music, movie, DIY. Make sure you check it out, folks. I also have a playlist, many cases, crazy stuff, funny stuff, all kinds. I'm just an idiot all around, just a pure idiot. But happy for what I got. So we keep going forward. You folks have a great night. God bless, and we'll be. Wait. One of my mods says something. Hype the video that you can. I don't know. What do you mean? I don't know. Send me a message. Let me know what you're talking about. Hyping what? This video or someone else's video? I don't know. I'm not sure. But we will be back with more content on the Johnny Kramer Music Movie channel. Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm hyped. You're an ATS when I can. Oh, oh yes, please do. Like and subscribe and all that stuff we're supposed to say on YouTube. I'll be back. I know I'm making some uh, garlic, honey, ginger, and I think I'm gonna throw some chunks of lemon in it. Making my own roux for this winter. Keep me nice and healthy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we shall return. Have a great night. Thank all the mods for stopping, and make sure you check out Miss ATS News channel and Miss Debbie Fox's channel, where we all hang out. Have a good night. Wait, she's saying ATS. I'll be live at 8 o'clock tonight. I thought you were on break. I thought you were on like Christmas vacation or something. You went live Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then posted 3 videos, and now you're going live again tonight. Is that what you're telling me? This is. Do you know if we were in England right now, being that it's past working hours, you probably would be in trouble right now. Yes, that is true. In England, you're not allowed to contact your workers after a certain time, or on lunchtime, or any time. Uh, Pretty much. If you don't believe me, ask Jay Warner. Great, great YouTube channel from London that we all been watching and hanging out. But and that's the truth. That's the truth. She can get in trouble. She can get in trouble for that. But I don't want to. I'm not. This ain't London, so they contact me at all hours. We need help. Help us. Help us. I do what I can. I'm just one man. I'm just a little dude. Now, you folks have a great night. Make sure you check out Miss ATS News at 8 o'clock tonight. That's Eastern Central Mountain Time. 8 o'clock tonight. Eastern Central Mountain Time. 8 o'clock tonight. ATS News channel. Be there or be square. I don't know if I'll be there, but you guys will be, and that'll be great. Have a great night. God bless you all. All glory goes to God. Amen.